Hey y'all, welcome to Girls Rules, Safe Food, where we unpack food systems with style, science, and a little soul. I'm your host, Janisa Jackson, and today we're diving into a topic that's got big impact, climate smart agriculture, or CSA. And we're connecting it with something you may have heard about, the Food Safety Modernization Act, or FSMA. Now, if that sounds too technical, don't worry, I got you. We're talking real world impact, future focused farming. And this episode is all about how farming, policy, and climate justice all show up on your plate and why it matters more than ever. What is climate smart agriculture? Let's start at the beginning. CSA isn't a single thing, it's a whole framework. Think of it like a toolkit, but for modern farmers. Now let's break that down. Smart farming is all about using technology like sensors or your apps or even drones to make farmers more efficient and sustainable. But here's the thing, without rules and guidance, what happens? Chaos. That's where policy and data governance come in. These set the rules so farmers can use tech without risking safety, privacy, or even fairness. CSA has three big goals, and that includes productivity. Farmers still got to grow food because it has to feed us all. Adaptation. Farmers need to handle climate shocks, droughts, storms, floods, hurricane, you name it. And of course, mitigation. Reduces emissions from things like the fertilizer, our machinery, and even food waste. Some of those examples include a farmer using a drip irrigation to save water during a drought. Another farmer planting cover crops to protect soil and trap carbon, or a whole farming co-op using climate forecasting apps to schedule harvests and reduce loss. These aren't futuristic ideas. They're actually happening right now, and they work better when they're supported by smart policy, especially FSMA, which helps ensure food safety from farm to table. Now we're blending those rules with climate smart practices. That's where the magic happens. So let's do a quick flashback to my undergrad years. I graduated with my bachelor's degree in agricultural sciences from Florida A&M University, and I happened to go on a service learning project trip to the Dominican Republic for 2 weeks, where we worked with packing houses to implement the FSMA checklist. You know, the spots where fresh produce gets washed or packed or even shipped out? Well, yeah, that's exactly where we were. And we helped them by implementing that checklist, which is the Food Safety Modernization Act. It taught me how real life policies help shape safer food systems, and not with smart ag. That checklist, it is now going digital. The packing houses we traveled to included pineapples, apples, oriental vegetables, peppers, you name it. It was there, and it was very hot. We watched how they cleaned their food, how they considered their kill step, what was their kill step, how do they transport these items from one place to the next, and how are they keeping record of all of this? The FSMA checklist, the FSMA checklist, it helped with sanitation, it helps with safe storage, and even pest prevention. Everything matters. It helped identify areas where facility may need to improve its food safety practices and ensures that they are meeting regulatory requirements. These checklists are typically designed to cover various aspects of food safety, including the hazard analysis, preventative controls, record keeping, which is huge, and supplier verification. But what I didn't expect was seeing how climate stress made safety harder to manage. No consistency when it comes to clean water, heat waves making produce spoil even faster, and then, of course, flooding that disturb transportation. Out of nine of the packing houses we visit, five, five tested positive for either Listeria or E. coli. It opened my eyes. We weren't just applying food safety, we were building resilience. That's the heart of climate smart agriculture, protecting its people, food, and the planet. So let's break down the FSMA policy a little bit.
Preventing it. So here are some key points. Food producers must implement preventative measures in their facilities to prevent or reduce the risk of contamination. With foreign suppliers, importers must verify that their foreign supplier meets U.S. food safety standards, and FSMA also establishes specific standards for growing, harvesting, packing, and holding produce to minimize risk. The Act also emphasizes training for food industry workers on safe handling of food and also hygiene practices. This Act encourages food safety and also encourages accountability within the food industry.
So FSMA was passed in 2011 to make food safety proactive, not reactive. Now in 2025, it's evolving. The future of FSMA, you say? Integrating climate risk into safety plans, encouraging traceability through digital records, supporting small farmers adapting to new conditions. Pair that with data governance and making sure all the digital tools farmers use are secure, private, and fair, we've just created a full picture. Smart farming isn't just a cool tech idea, it's responsible, inclusive, and an ethical innovation. Which brings me to my topic or this course, ALEC 640. One main thing I've learned all semester is innovation. We have to lead with community, we have to listen to our community, we have to lead with science and listen to science, and we have to build policies that serve both the planet and the people. Without being innovative, we will never adapt to change. And if we never adapt to change, how will we have food by the time the year 2050 come? We will all starve. And I don't know about you all, but I'm not really in the game of having my chicken or my vegetables created in a petri dish. I need the real thing. So let's reflect for a second. Let me ask you, have you ever thought about how climate change affects your food? Or how your morning berries made it through a heat wave, a hurricane, and three inspections before actually landing into your fridge? CSA connects all of that. It's the invisible work of farmers, policymakers, scientists, and yes, even you, when you care about what's on your plate. So, what is the future for CSA? The future for CSA is collaborative. It's not just scientists in the lab anymore. It's actual farmers on the ground. It's our youth in school and their agricultural programs. It's our 4-H programs helping our adolescents. And of course, it's our policy people who are updating these laws regularly. FSMA and CSA together could be a blueprint for how we feed and grow our population and protect our natural resources. But to get there, we need trust, investment, and of course, accountability, which is number one, accountability. If you're listening and wondering, what can I do? Here's a few things. You can learn more about where your food comes from. You can support local farms practicing sustainable agriculture. You can advocate for a climate policy that includes agriculture. And this isn't about guilt. This is all about connection. Every food choice is a chance to support something bigger than what we see now. And again, if we want to make sure that we have food before 2050, or make sure we're not running out before 2050, now is the time for the change. Now is time for us to evolve. So, with love, thanks for being here with me on Girls Rule Safe Food. Today we broke down climate smart agriculture, FSMA, and why smart policy is the backbone of safe, just, and sustainable food. As always, stay curious, stay kind, and of course, stay hungry for knowledge and change, and for that good food that is done right. Catch you all next time. Have a good one.